tapes, we have to do our...
Cringe of the week. Cringe of the week.
Let me bring up Trucker Andy and Lucy Tightbox, both in the house, everyone. Whoa. Lucy has nice boobs? I didn't know that. News to me.
Oh, I'm very disappointed. I just realized I actually do a really good Rob Saul, everybody. Hey, Lucy, could you get out of the way? That Dalmatian is giving me a heart attack.
You gotta move your head around more.
Kind of sound like Ron the waiter, too.
Yeah, retards all sound the same.
I'm not proud of this. I was horrified to realize this.
It's a skill. It's a skill.
All right. So, Cringe of the Week is typically one clip. Somebody sends it in. They say, I listened to this podcast. This cringeworthy thing happened, and we play the clip, and we laugh. Today, it's going to be a longer segment because apparently Dick Masterson was with his family on vacation on a sinking boat somewhere. And so Vito Gesualdi said, the show must go on. Biggest problem in the universe must go on. And he brought on his friend, Antonio from I Watch Movies. All right, it's Tony from Hack the Movies. Tony from Hack the Movies filled in for Dick Masterson, and it was a disaster. So Lucy and Trucker Andy both checked this out. Where should we begin to check out this cringe?
Yeah, my clip one show prep, Vito goes live with no understanding what goes into running a show.
Let's get right into it. I don't have any comments because that's Dick's job. But I do have... What? That's Dick's job. I don't have...
You could have told me, hey, can you find some funny comments from last week? I would have looked at
Well,
some of
go
the
find
comments.
some now. I don't know.
Now, as the show is going on, you want me to do it right now? You want me to do your show prep as the show is already...
I tried to explain that I'm not prepared for this.
Now, I do not give grace to people that are just, well, I'm a dick, but at least I know I'm a dick. No,
Right.
You're fucking terrible on purpose is what's happening. You just don't give a fuck.
And for people who don't know this show, it's a very well-run show. I've been on this show. I'm a big fan of The Biggest Problem in the Universe. And for Vito to show up, just be like, well, let's just wing it for 2 hours and see what happens.
And not only let's just wing it for 2 hours, but he goes back to that again and again. Oh, I don't have any clips. I don't have any clips. I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing?
Good stuff. Let's read Super Chats. That's always good.
What did you pick up on, Lucy?
Well, so you managed to really go through this thing. I feel like you got a lot of info here. But what I noticed is that Vito, at one point in my clip one, tries to introduce Tony, including giving him a stinger.
Oh, all right.
Tony, I don't have a sting, so da-da-ba-ba-ba.
You know, I have
Wait,
a
hold
pretty
on.
good...
Of course it's McDonald's.
Yeah.
Of course it's fast food, this fucking guy.
Absolutely. He cannot. So in my clip two, he does finally, he found one, and it's not annoying at all. Nothing annoying happens.
Tony, are you enjoying this right now, by the way? I just want to ask. I wouldn't have done this if you weren't here. I hope you're enjoying this. All right. Let's see this thing.
None of this is Tony's fault.
Well, that doesn't work at all. That's terrible. Time for a problem. Okay.
Are you done? Vito, my problem is...
Go ahead.
I see you looking at the button. Vito, my...
One more?
Now it's funny.
New
again.
problem. New problem. Ready to go. All right. All right.
Good chemistry.
You can see his eyeballs go back to that button, too. He is ready to hit that stinger one more time, because that's how great
That's
it
the
is.
music that comes with the software.
Yep.
For sure.
It
There's
sure
no way he
is.
had that ready to go. Where are we going, Andy?
This is where he points out how funny he was on another show.
Okay, great.
6 Gun Gorilla. Congratulations on those 25 backers, Brian.
We're going to get that up, Vito.
So... You could have just you could have just downloaded this and trimmed any of this down. That was way too long.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
You could download it and trim it down.
I'm not even supposed to be here today, man.
Oh my God.
Look, I had a different problem than I said. Maybe this won't be more interesting, but it was.
So wait, you count this as bad hecklers?
Yeah, what's your next problem?
That wasn't even hecklers. Those were just morons. What the fuck?
So I'm not even supposed to be here is what you say when you're at a minimum wage job. you cover someone's shift.
I'm not even supposed to be here. I turned on my webcam. I signed into StreamYard. I sent you the link. And then we started the stream, and I'm not supposed to be here.
Vito, I love you, buddy.
Unprepared, incompetent, defiant. Now you can add lazy and unconcerned with the quality of the show. You've seen Patrick Michael do better shows than this.
I have. Unfortunately, I've watched a lot of Patrick Michael.
So in clip 5, Vito is phoning it in, and I mean, it would have been better if it was just a picture of an iPhone, and he was like at the comic book store and just literally phoning it in. But that's this is going to be just him trying to make Tony do the show for him, basically.
I don't know. How do I follow that disaster?
Who cares? None of this matters. I didn't even want to do it. I wasn't even going to do a show today. And then I said, well, everybody is crying. Okay. They're all like, oh, I don't know why Vito can't just do a show by himself. And I'm like, all right, well, this is what you're going to get. And it's going to suck.
I like that you consider me as a guest doing a show by myself.
It's so cringe.
That was a little bit rude right there. Also, the whole point of the show, if you don't know the show format, is that they debate what's the biggest problem in the universe. Why can't you do that by yourself? That would be schizophrenic. You did that by yourself. That's not how that works.
I'm going to be honest with you. The place that I went, I needed to see how this whole thing concluded. So, do you want to do a couple more things before we talk about the conclusion of the episode?
Highlight. We're going to end with the highlight.
All right. So, in my clip 4, we are going to talk about how we finish up this rousing discussion.
Who cares? All right, bye.
Bye.
Dick will return.
Somehow Dick returned.
Oh, no.
It's just
Why did you fucking asshole? Why would you end it on just my stupid face? End the stream.
he finally ended the stream.
This is not a show.
I haven't seen a show like this since Brian and Doug took over for WATP.
Come on. Brian and Doug were great.
All right, clip 7. This is the coup de grace. Up until now, the show has just been pathetic, but now it's going to get fucking gross.
Vito. Oh my God. You just spit out. That was so fucking gross. No, get a napkin. No, I know there's a pile of saliva on your desk or the floor. Get a napkin like an
It's on the
adult.
floor.
Oh my God.
It's because I was like, if I did it again while I'm like all the way back there, that would have been pretty funny.
Nope, it would not have been.
Yeah, he really is turning into a monster.
Very
Andy's
good.
catchphrase.
Yeah, I know. But be careful of incompetence, lethargy, bodily fluid. Does it sound like I'm describing somebody that we're all talking about tonight?
I'm not talented. I'm not funny. I'm an ingrate.
You got to keep fluids in your mouth, everybody. Keep them in your mouth. It's very important when you podcast.
I'll remember that for next
over your
time.
fucking desk on clip 8. This is spilling the tea.
Myself and a man named Mr. Burger, who we all, that was actually a mistake. Oh, and I just spilled things all over my desk.
I keep getting confused because Mr. Burgers is the crazy guy who was
Yes,
like.
there's two Mr. Burgers.
Yeah, well, the one you would talk to was Mr. Burger. But Mr. Burgers was the insane dude who was like fucking with Maddox and whatnot.
Yes. Give me 1 second. I just spilled crap all over my.
How? What? And now it's just me. What the?
Wow, is Tony doing his best Rob Saul impression? All right, well, if it's going to be just on me, I won't do anything.
Hey, this Doug's licking my balls.
But
wasn't going
Tony's like
there.
at his wit's end because he can't believe that he's forever associated with this episode now.
I was literally getting text messages from multiple people while this was happening. Are you watching Biggest Problem right now? This was a disaster for sure. It's still up on their feed, isn't it?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, it sure is.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
And Vito doesn't give a fuck, but at least one person is ashamed to be, on this stream.
Is this what?
Clip 9.
Clip 9?
Sorry.
I agree. I see all your comments about how bad this is, and I 100% agree with all of you. This is abysmal. Vito should be ashamed of this. I'm doing my best here. I'm really sorry. I thought he had show prep.
Nope. The irony is, we discovered what the biggest problem in the universe is. Not prepping for your show. That is the biggest problem. They figured it out. Congratulations, guys. All right, is that anything else you want to play from this? Well, thank you guys for going through that. I couldn't watch it. I appreciate it.
Tony from Hack the Movie.
Guys, what's over with Kaylee on YouTube? Lucy Tightbox, everybody. The All Apologies Podcast, Trucker Andy, and Joe Sixpack. Thanks, guys. AllApologiesPodcast.com.
Who are these